Sharks, some species of sharks. Their biggest threat, unfortunately, is us. So NOAA has declared a UME, which stands for Unusual Mortality Event, for this species of dolphins along the East Coast, all the way from Cape Cod down to Miami, because of them being sick from eating things that are contaminated with things they were.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
They had over 1,600 strandings last year alone, which normally, this is a species that typically doesn't strand. It's not an endangered animal, so it's not anything where they're threatened at this point in time, but they have, so NOAA, I don't know if you've heard of NOAA at all, they do consider some stocks of these animals depleted in certain areas along the coast because of them being ill and passing away.
But I cannot understand that a human being trying to harm a dolphin.
You know what? You wouldn't think so. And you know, we wouldn't, and because we obviously care about them so much, and we have a dolphin that was once a wild animal. He was not collected for the Mirage. He was brought into human care in the 80s at another facility in Florida. He has a bullet in his body. Yeah, because of people that have. Because they probably thought he was a nuisance and they weren't educated about him, and so they just maybe, and that's one of our big purposes, is to educate a lot of people that come through our doors, to make sure that stuff doesn't happen. I worked off the coast of Florida. I used to see people throwing them hot dogs, trying to feed them beer or doritos, and you know, well, dolphins are mammals.
Sort of fish.
Yeah, dolphins are mammals.
Yeah,
so, but they eat fish. Why would you give them hot dogs? Why would you feed them at all? And that's the thing. We're seeing more and more dolphins being hit by boat propellers. And how would an animal that is as quick as a dolphin be hit by a boat propeller? Well, we're seeing behaviorally that they're starting to chase down boats because they're getting free meals. And in nature, animals are opportunistic and naturally lazy. So they're going to go for the least amount of work for the most amount of reward. When they can get a free meal from somebody, then
they take advantage. Yeah.
Which one is the one with the bullet? What's his
lightning.
Lightning?
Oh, poor baby.
And was it just an incidental finding?
They found it. It was before my time. I think they found it when he was brought into human care at Gulf Roll in Panama City, and he was lodged in his diaphragm, and so that means it traveled from. They saw scar tissue from the entry wound on the small.
And that's just where it lodged.
That's where it lodged, and it would kill him if we tried to remove it. He obviously is healthy enough. He's very healthy for being almost 40.
Yeah.
So it would just do more harm than good. You can't put a dolphin under general anesthesia. They would basically. They have a really strong mammalian dive. They won't wake up. Yeah, they have a strong mammalian dive response. So when they dive, then they can hold their breath for about 8 to 10 minutes. Everything starts to slow down. So their heart rate slows down. They shut blood to vital organs to make sure that those stay safe, brain and heart. And if you put them under, they basically keep diving and keep exhibiting that response that they don't wake up.
Yeah.
So
that would be very.
That would be that would be very unfortunate.
Okay.
You're welcome. Yeah, sure.
How long have you worked here?
I've worked here for about 5.5 years. Hi. I've worked with marine mammals for almost 11.
How did you get your start?
Just by volunteering and internships, getting my foot in the door. Just like everybody else, it's a very competitive industry. You have to
get in and work.
You have to get in and kind of. I mean, all of us, we require a bachelor's degree here. It's not a requirement at every facility. I mean, all of us have one.
Just the generalized?
Behavioral science. So mine's in psychology. So there's a lot of psychology I don't use because I can't ask them.